Give me some Ingram. It's the coach. This is Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October. Off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback now from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. To throw is Tannehill. And Tate's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
I I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now it's Tannehill, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's hauled in by Hardy, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Justin Hardy, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals under first-year head coach Zach Taylor. They'll be led out by the 8-year NFL veteran, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Let's focus our attention on the offensive line and Brandon Sheriff, the first-round pick in 2015. In fact, the first lineman taken at number 5 overall, an offensive tackle in college, transitioned very well to guard in the NFL. Solid, reliable, 2 traits you love in an offensive lineman. How about tough, physical, and nasty? He's an Iowa offensive lineman. Those guys play well in the NFL.
Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And this one caught by Beasley.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. This one complete to Ingram. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Cousins, and he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On second down, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds his man Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Ingram. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the 44, Cousins. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And able to find Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Ready. Check 55 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. This is caught by Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
You better be ready.
Again, Tannehill. It's Williams on the catch.
Down. And two stuff. Big hit. Get it.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. Third down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
We're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 20, 10, and it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Go.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Room to run past midfield. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Caught here by Conley. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Mike.
Cousins on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. On second down, Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Tannehill now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. And caught left side, Olsen. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Cousins now still just the 1 incompletion, 16 of 17. It's 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Harrison.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 31, Cousins. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Ready. 15, line it. 15 line. Clear. Get it.
On 1st down, Carson. David Onyemata there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On the ready.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 30 days.
Tannehill on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And a catch made by Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Cousins to throw it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, it's Cousins. This one complete to Ingram. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cole Beasley. His first on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill, complete over the middle to Hardy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
On the double.
Check 55, Mike.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Caught here by Conley. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tannehill now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. 3rd and 2, Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They run for it with Carson, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Bengals will get the football back. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go,
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Draw play, Ingram now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
There you go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. Now a first down throw. Tannehill dumping it off for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Set 90 Wolf.
All day, every day, any day.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's caught by Beasley. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Ingram. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 13. So they did keep it on the ground, Charles, just like you thought they would.
Yeah, it was the right play, and they executed it almost to perfection.
And that first down should just about write an end to this one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.